Hello and welcome back to another video, and this is going to be my reading vlog for my current book club read, but it's not the usual Mary Shelley book club. This is a different word book club with a different team members, and as a joke Twilight was mentioned and we all kind of just went for it, and some of us are rereading this, some of us are reading it for the first time, but I'm reading this again, and the first time I read this, I gave it a scathing review on Goodreads. I hated this so much, and here goes. I am approximately 70% through Twilight. And what am I reading right now? This is nuts. What did I do? It is very autumnal, which I love about this book. Edward is he's a jerk. Jacob's just a baby. Ew. No thank you. And there isn't any character development. But my last review of this book was absolutely scathing at 2 stars, and so far it's at a 3. I don't hate it as much as last time, which is kind of wild. Still love Charlie. Charlie is B. I've just got past the chapter where we talk about Charlie. Not Charlie. Carlisle. And he's not as old as a vampire as I thought he was. He's like 300 and something years in the book, like Henry VIII, kind of years, and witch hunts and stuff. And I was expecting him to be like 100 or 2, like 100 or 200 years older than that, if I'm honest. But he's not actually that old. I was expecting worse. And I'm just going through some of the highlights I've got on my Kindle. And first of all, that first line was something iconic even back then. And going back to the autumnal feel, like page 8 in the Kindle edition, perfect. Like half of the stuff that I've got highlighted is just passages of random shit. And there's been a couple of conversations where I have found Bella quite funny. There was a conversation with Eric. I think he was asking questions on page 16, and she said, I'm not going to look at the conversation, but she meant it was about her not being tanned, and she said my mother is part albino, and I think it made him quite uncomfortable, and I genuinely found it hilarious. And I love the fact that some of the lines made it directly into the film, including the first line, as well as this one isn't a perfect match for the movie, but close enough. And I decided as long as I was going to hell, I might as well do it thoroughly. That was so close to the movie version, but I might as well throw it in. Oh, and there's a kid called Lauren. Who the fuck is she? Like, she's a bitch. What's the crack with her? I don't like her. She's not in the movies. I don't know why she's in the book at all, because she has no impact on anything other than just being an asshole and not liking Bella for the sake of not liking Bella. Since everybody else seems to love her, I guess someone's gotta hate her. Oh, and I've highlighted a few times that Bella's fallen over because she's a clumsy bitch. And the first mention of Jacob in the book I highlighted and said, "Hello, guy," but then promptly realised that he's like a sentence later. It says he's 15 in the book, and I'm like, ew, no thank you. And coming back to the book compared to the movie, I have realised that although some scenes are still in the movie, it's just done differently to how it is in the book. Like when she realises that he's a vampire and they're having a conversation, it isn't done in the woods in the book. In the conversation, like I think over dinner is slightly different as well. Like there's some little bits that are a bit different, but I suppose for dramatic effect, the woods was a better choice. Oh, and something that I've also highlighted is something that Bella said. She said, "So what you're saying is I'm your brand of heroin," and in the movie, she didn't say that. Edward said that, and I've highlighted it and noted saying line stolen by movie Ed. Anyways, I'm going to stop listing off the stuff that I've highlighted because I've obsessed over this far too much so far, and I don't hate it as much as I did the first time round because I dragged this through the mud first time round. Don't like most of the characters. Bella's kind of funny, if not clumsy as a hell, and she needs help with that. But I don't hate it. I am back and I'm currently on to page 442 of Twilight, and it's only been in the past 40 or so pages that things have really started getting going, and I've put in some highlights about things that have like foreshadowed what was coming in the book. But yeah, I should finish this tomorrow as well. And I have just today had a really battered copy of New Moon delivered, and I'm thinking about I might do a series of this, of rereading them and see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I'm probably gonna start this in the next day or two, since this should get me through tomorrow. And if I'm going out tomorrow to get a couple of bits, I need some batteries and things, so I'll probably read this on the bus to and from where I'm going. So I should finish this. I will finish this tomorrow. I know I will. And possibly start this as well. I'm not sure yet. I'll see how that goes. Welcome back, and this is the final clip of the video. Just to say that I have finally finished this, and I didn't hate it. I did the first time round, apparently, going by the previous review I left on Goodreads, which was pretty scathing, to be honest. But this time round, I upped the star rating from 2 to 3. The writing wasn't very good. There wasn't really any character development, but I didn't hate it. Despite flaws that the book had, including the action not happening until page 100. I don't actually mind the book at all. It was just okay. I don't really have much to say about it, to be honest, but it was alright.